It is time for your AEW New Year's Smash Dynamite 2022 review. Now, why do they call it New Year's Smash? Is it because you feel like smashing the remaining brain cells that you have in your head while watching this garbage? Or is it because you're reaching for the remote and you're smashing any button you can to try and change the channel? Either way, it doesn't matter why it's called New Year's Smash, because this show fucking sucks. But speaking of Smash, I wouldn't mind smashing the sister of Shotzi Blackheart, and she made her debut tonight on this edition of AEW Dynamite, and I guess it will help MJF. Now he's going to have a hot chick on his arm, and yeah, I mean, she looks good. She definitely looks like Shotzi's sister. You can tell they are related. Got a shitload of tattoos though. I mean, combined, her and Shotzi probably have more tattoos than AEW Rampage has viewers. But we'll see how it goes. Not really convinced it's going to be great. Don't really care, to be honest. But yeah, Shotzi's sister is now all elite. We kick off with Daniel Bryan versus Paige. No matter what Daniel Bryan does in this company, he just always will feel like a jobber to me. He will never recapture that WrestleMania 30 magic. Not that I would expect him to, because it is AEW after all, and WrestleMania's WrestleMania. You're never going to recapture that WrestleMania feel no matter where you go in wrestling, unless it's WrestleMania again, so that's fair enough. But I don't know, Daniel Bryan, since being brought in, he's just lost a lot of big matches. He hasn't been pushed as a big star. I mean, it looks like he's in line now to face MJF for the title. I think AEW next week is in Seattle, his hometown. Could he potentially get his title match there? I don't know, but either way, I don't really care. It's not like he's going to win. MJF's going to have that belt for a long time, I would imagine. Daniel Bryan beats Ethan Page, but again, what would you expect? Ethan Page is a jobber. So yeah, no surprise to see Bryan Danielson pick up the win here. Then we get Wardlow backstage promo. He says that all Joe does is talk. I mean, he doesn't really. Joe's not even that good of a talker. I don't get it, man. 5 years ago, Samoa Joe was looking great. He seemed like a legit killer. Now he's just a fat piece of shit. Well, I take that back. He's always been a fat piece of shit, but he used to be like a dominant, you know, like oh, this guy's a killer. He might be fat, but he'll kill you. Nowadays, it's the fat that's going to kill Joe. Fucking obesity is going to kill Joe. Diabetes is going to kill Joe. Well, that's what we should chant. Instead of Joe's going to kill you, we should chant at Joe. Obesity is going to kill you, because he is getting fat. He's not quite Keith Lee fat, but he is still fat as fuck. There is no doubt about it. Blackpool Combat Club up next versus Top Flight. And I wish I could take the first flight out of here, because why the hell is this jobber tag team taking on... I mean, who's going to win? Of course it's going to be Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli, and the commentators are saying that Top Flight during this match, they say that Top Flight will dominate the AEW tag division in years to come. No, they won't. If they were in WWE, they'd probably be released within the next 6 months, but we know Tony Khan doesn't like to offend anybody. He doesn't like to hurt people's feelings. He doesn't like to be the big, bad, mean boss that makes people unemployed. So no doubt Top Flight will be employed and wrestling on AEW Dark, you know, for the foreseeable future, but they're not the future of the tag division, nowhere near. And like I said, Castagnoli won with the uppercut, so it's a win for the Blackpool Combat Club. What sense does it make? The Blackpool Combat Club and William Regal's not there anymore, so the guy for Blackpool isn't fucking there anymore. Like, what? I mean, why? What sense does this make? I mean, I honestly, I don't get it, man. I really don't. The guy that the stable is named after is no longer there, and now now it's like we're going to keep calling them the Blackpool Combat Club. On what planet? It doesn't make sense. I tell you what, it doesn't. Could you imagine, like, that's like having the Christian Coalition in TNA, you know, back in like 2006, you'd Christian, AJ Styles and Tomko, 2006, 2007, you've got the Christian Coalition. Christian decides to fuck off back to the WWE because he's smart, and they just get AJ and Tomko keep going, and they keep calling themselves the Christian Coalition. Of course not. You would change the name, you dumb shit-out bastards, but they haven't done that, so why? I do not know. Then we got Hook versus Balaam Lynx. Who the fuck is this? The guy's named after a deodorant, for God's sake. How are we supposed to get excited about this? How is this supposed to, you know, do anything good for us? I tell you what, it done nothing good for us. Then after the match, Stokely came out and Bigger Bill came out. And it's Bill Morrissey. He's looking at fucking Hook, and I just want Bill Goldberg. Where's Goldberg? Where's Enzo Amore? Just bring back Enzo and team up Enzo and Big Cass again. Jesus Christ. I mean, Hook fucking sucks. This must be the most overrated guy in wrestling today, hands down. Then we got match 4, Falls Count Anywhere in the best of 7 series for the AEW World Trio Tag Titles. Death Triangle, who are on 3 wins, versus the Elite, who are on 2 wins. And I was true to my word, guys. I didn't watch this. You do not need to watch this, and I will never watch another one of their matches again. Flip, flying, flopping, diving, super kick, finisher, kick out, finisher, break it up, triple finisher, triple kick out, flying over the top rope, sweet chin music, super kick, flying, flopping, top rope dive, kick out, garbage, finishing move, double team finishing move, triple team finishing move, fucking 6-way gang bang in the ring, and Tony Khan's jacking off, kick out. I mean, what the fuck? Get this shit kicked off, get this kicked off the TV screen, right? This fucking sucks. Anyone who says this is good wrestling, honestly, do not know what they're talking about. Fucking hate watching this. I mean, I feel suicidal when I watch Death Triangle versus the Elite. It's really that bad. It is really that fucking bad. And I had to watch this after losing like £300 a day on a bet. And like, when this match came on, I was like, fuck this. That's the last thing I'm doing, man. Just lost £300, eating one of the worst shit dinners in the world. I was like, nah, I ain't fucking watching this, man. Or else I will be throwing myself off the highest mountain in Northern Ireland. If we have any high mountains, I don't know. It is cold though, so maybe I don't need to throw myself off a mountain. Maybe the cold will kill you. But it was a win for, I think, the Elite won. Of course they won. Six matches, free. It'll go on to next week. Who cares? Game 7. Didn't want to see game 1. Then we get Tay Mello and Anna JAS versus Ruby Soho and Willow Nightingale. Anna JAS and Tay Mello win. I don't really see the point. Don't really care. Ruby Soho talked about, I remember when she first came over, WWE don't give the women a chance, WWE don't push the I mean, what's she done in AEW? The women in AEW are fucking terrible. What are these people talking about? As much as I dislike it, the women in WWE get lots of chances. Hell, they get booked like 50% of the show. I mean, the women are never off the show. The women are always on screen. Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Damage Control on SmackDown, Ronda Rousey, Liv Morgan, you name it. The women get pushed fucking non-stop. They've main evented several manias. So what are these people talking about? These WWE rejects that are in AEW desperate for a job, criticising the WWE women's division when it's a million times better than the shite on AEW, man. Fucking unbelievable. Anyway, that's a separate video for another day, but the AEW division, honestly, it couldn't hold a candle to WWE's women's division. It really couldn't. And I don't even like WWE's women's division, but fuck me, it blows AEW's out the water. Then we get the TNT World Title, Samoa Joe versus Wardlow. There's a point in the match where Wardlow runs up the top rope, does like a whisper in the wind, Jeff Hardy style. I'm not going to criticise him too much, but again, a big muscular dude like that, it's not really the moves he should be doing. And look, I'm not saying that you haven't had big guys over the year that have done like high, like fast, impactful moves. And I agree. I mean, but this wasn't an impactful move. It was just a move that you'd expect like a high-flying cruiserweight to do. But the move, it looked very sloppy. And I'm not saying that Wardlow didn't like execute it well, but it's like he grazes the top of Joe's back, and it's just, in my opinion, it wasn't necessary. Could have been partly to do with the landing on Joe, could have been Joe selling, but it just didn't look like a move the way you'd expect like a big dude to come off the top rope and land on someone. Like when Jeff Hardy does this move, it looks better. Wardlow doing the move, he's bigger, he's stronger, he weighs more, and it should be more impactful, but it wasn't. You know, like I said, he just kind of like grazes the top of Joe, and then it was dumb. I mean, you could have done like a... Look at Test, for example. When he hit the elbow drop off the top rope, it looked like he fucking killed you. You know, there was so much impact in the move. You didn't have to do a 450 Whisper in the Wind somersault, man. It was just a simple elbow drop, but the elbow drop looked good. Keep it simple, keep it impactful, and it works. But this move didn't work. And then Samoa Joe beats Wardlow. Wardlow has a bad leg. Then he chokes him out. Then after the match, he gets the belt. They think that Joe's going to show respect. Joe shows no respect. He smacks him with the belt, and then he walks off to the back. Actually, he doesn't walk off to the back. Darby Allin comes out through the crowd. He cracks Joe with a skateboard in the back, and then that's how the show ends. So the show ends with a TNT World Title match. Samoa Joe versus Wardlow. Daniel Bryan, who's getting pushed as the #1 contender for the title. He starts the show, and then he's done. He's finished. I mean, what happened to putting the big people in the main event? Instead, we end the show with fucking Darby Allin and a skateboard. Really? Unbelievable. I didn't think it was good. The main event wasn't too bad. So Samoa Joe's not this killer that he used to be, you know. I think back in like 2017, you had Paul Heyman really selling for Joe. He was really putting Joe over as a monster, as a killer, as a machine, as a guy that could seriously end the title reign of Brock Lesnar. I think that's when Joe was probably at his best. Obviously, his best was probably prime TNA, when he was like unbeaten, when he was going into the feud with Angle. But apart from that, I mean, I think that's the best Joe's looked in his career. That period on Raw when he was challenging Brock Lesnar. At the moment, I'm not really digging Joe. Nice to see him be the champ or whatever, but I don't know. For me, Joe doesn't really do it for me. He just doesn't. It is what it is. Overall for the show, we get to see Shotzi'S hot sister. We got to see a decent main event. Didn't watch the 6-man tag match. I thought the Daniel Bryan match sucked. And yeah, the other matches weren't great either. I'm going to give it a... You know what, I'll give it a 2 out of 10. The reason I'm giving it a 2 is because I did think the main event match was not bad. Then you had Joe cutting Wardlow's hair. I mean, that was pretty good. And who knows, Shotzi's sister, I'll give that like a 0.5. So I'll give the main event, I'll give a 1.5, and the debut of Shotzi Blackheart's sister gets a 0.5. So there you go, 2 out of 10. Don't say I never give AEW any praise, because I thought the main event was pretty decent. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Till then, been Fog Wrestling. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and peace.